Hey you guys, this is Tired Goth, and you are reading malware with me. Let's get into this particular. We're actually going to be talking about Cicada 3301, not the puzzle that was dropped on an unmentionable internet forum, but the actual ransomware group. There is a ransomware group that started in 2024, and they called themselves Cicada 3301, and they started targeting prime locations for commerce, but what they did was one possibly fatal mistake in terms of what it is that you can use as a threat hunter to detect what it is that they were actually going after, why they were attacking certain places, and what it is that their true motive was, which was actually a financial assumption of other people's assets. The locations included in their attacks were Japan, the United States, the UK, parts of Ireland and other parts of the UK, and other commercial hubs. But they attacked a smaller country called Tunisia, which is part of Asia. As far as I'm concerned, they were based in Singapore and probably privy to some of the Russian-Ukrainian attacks that have been going on. Singapore may or may not have been involved in some of those things, but this particular group of scammers and threat actors decided to go after people in Tunisia for what I can only suspect, under all of, whatever else could be said about it, is offshore banking. So Tunisia, places like Greece, Turkey, they are known locations for drop-offs for banking methods, either, internationally sound or not sound, you take your pick. And Tunisia was probably one of those locations that was attacked, as their major export is dates, and I highly doubt that any cyber ransomware attack on a place that exports dates as its primary source of income is, not doing any underhanded stuff that they could potentially be blackmailed for in the case that they tried to fight back from something like that. So Cicada 3301 was responsible for a ransomware drop that would, infiltrate the system that it was attacking, or the groups of systems that it was attacking, deploy malware that would lock all of the files, and then assume the responsibility of the files in an attempt to harvest whatever data was then blocked from there and made their property, despite the fact that it wasn't their property. So I'm going to drop a link so you can do more research on the fact, but it is confirmed that, if you're a threat hunter and you're looking for certain tells, things to look out for with respect to the locations that are attacked, what you want to look for is a group of really wealthy, assertive, kind of established countries, and then like a lump sum of like smaller countries that would, with all intents and purposes, look like they didn't necessarily have as many assets. I mean, Tunisia, to be fair, exports machines apart from, just the agricultural side of that. They have banking institutions there. They have things going on, but a lot of people actually do their banking in Tunisia as well, which is a little known fact. And what is most likely happening there is if people are laundering money there, the machines that are doing that are likely being attacked because they think it will be undetectable. So someone under the radar probably knows that Tunisia is a hotspot for that kind of activity and decided to sink their teeth in. And upon further research, it was then noted that Singapore has up to $8.8 million in scamming damages as of 2025. So obviously the scamming scene out there is pretty hyped, and could be a money trail kind of leading to other offshore properties that are facilitating some very hastily planned. I would recommend doing your research, of course, if you're interested in tapping into this kind of thing and checking out more about it. But Cicada 3301, thanks for the intel that you accidentally leaked. And thank you all for tuning in to this show. This has been Tired Goth. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'll drop the links that I used for my research this morning just to figure out what was going on with that. And stay tuned for more content. This was sort of an independent read. I didn't have any necessary like sources for this one. It was kind of like inspired by something that I just put together. It kind of just clicked for me. But if you do want to check out some really good repositories, please check out the Malware Library and vxunderground.org. You can look up both of those and find an amazing source of malware repos, live samples, papers to suit your fancy. There's a whole bunch of stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll catch you guys later for more shows. Love you. Bye.